Way up north in the Adirondack Mountains, in the friendly, bustling village of Saranac Lake, there exists a portal through which babies wriggle into the big wild world. Let's meet the Welcoming Committee.
This is a beautiful place to enter the world, that's for sure. After a very long day, or you've been up all night, to walk out into the parking lot and see a beautiful sunrise over Lake Colby, that makes the job a lot easier.
When our mothers and babies come here, often they are known to us from the community, from friendships or family ties. That's special, to be able to take care of people that you know. Our mothers just have to turn their heads and they can see the beautiful Lake Colby right out front. It's really a joyful place.
If you're low risk, AMC is a great place to have a baby. It's like a birth center. You get to look at the loons and watch the fishermen and see the leaves. It's pretty exciting. The process of birth doesn't need to be intervened, and here is a great place to let it kind of unfold the way it's supposed to.
You walk into our department, you go to one of our 4 suites, and it's almost a seamless adventure. You come in, you labor, you have your baby. Can we tackle a hurdle if we need to, if there's a bump on that road? Absolutely. But we can also make it a very warm moment. We can be full on medicine if we have to be, and we can also be very down to earth. I feel like as medicine has moved on, we have learned that, Mother Nature is a pretty diverse, knowledgeable mom. All we have to do is just listen to her.
Every place is amazing because just delivering babies is amazing, but Saranac Lake and this hospital and this view, this view is amazing. But just being here and the compassion and the community, everybody knows everybody, and it's pretty nice to see that you're taking care of your neighbor, and patients love that. And the hospital itself is just so nice. I love that they try to give women the freedom to do their thing, and it's not medicalized. They feel like they're having more of a home-type birth.
For more than a century, babies born in Saranac Lake, or at least a great many of them, have taken their first breaths in the hospital's maternity wing. Welcoming new people onto the planet is timeless and universal, even though it's sometimes accomplished Adirondack-style.
I think it was 2 years ago in March, there was a really bad snowstorm. I had travel plans and I was meant to leave, but we were expecting this really awful storm, and so the flights were canceled. In the middle of the night, I got a phone call to come and assist a physician with a delivery. I put my snow gear on, and I had to swim through the snow to get down to Old Lake Colby Road, to the back entrance to the hospital. And at one point, I actually fell. I was in sight of the emergency department, but nobody could see me because the snow was over my head. That was a little bit of a tricky situation. I was able to get up and come in, and the baby was born.
I do have one really funny story about a dad and ice fishing. So his wife was in labor, and he's figured he had time to go drill a few holes across the lake and maybe catch a fish. His wife could watch from across the road. So anyway, he goes across the road, he brings his ice auger, drills his holes. Well, he burnt himself on his ice auger. So while his wife's having a baby, he ended up in the ER getting his 3rd-degree burns from his ice auger treated. Came back and we had a baby.
In the 21st century, delivering babies is a family affair.
We used to keep families out of the delivery room. We used to not bring in the whole family. And then at the end of a person's stay here 34 years ago, we sent this family out with this baby, and they had no idea what support was. Now, when you come and have a baby with us, your support system comes with you. It's seamless. You don't come in alone and leave with a child. You come in with your support staff and what you need to raise that child. It's a whole family and community event.
Working with dads is a blast. So sometimes they can be very quiet, and then sometimes they're throwing things out at you, and you're like, yeah, this is great. This is going to be like a fun pregnancy. And then to support them too, because the whole family unit is just as important as working with the mom. And the dad's questions are the best, I think. Each one has their own personality, and it's just fun to see the dynamics and to be able to work with the whole family unit.
Babies are born, and if all goes well, which it does most of the time, lives begin. First steps tend to lead to further steps, and the adventure begins.
I feel like I got a really good opportunity growing up in this town. I had great teachers, I had a great school experience, and knowing that these babies that I'm delivering are going to be growing up in that same atmosphere is great. This hospital has a huge presence in the community, and I really didn't know back then that I would be part of the staff here, and I think it's a privilege to be here.